Howdy. I hear you people like to get scared and horror stuff and all that stuff and all this stuff and blah blah blah. Hello. My brave knights, princesses, and princesses. I have no idea what that bit was back there, but today we're looking at a small channel that deserves to be known about. It's called The Quiet House. We're looking at 5 scary things on camera that cannot be explained. So please go over there, subscribe, and ring the bell so that they know you were there. Again, a reminder that we're trying to reach 10,000 subscribers. So even if this content isn't for you, subscribe. It won't hurt you. That's all I got. Very scary things caught on camera. Yes, do subscribe to them, by the way. Number 5.
Our first video was taken during a TikTok live stream that was hosted by user Throat Sing King. His content is heavily centered on his ability to overtone sing, which is a type of sound healing by way of singing using techniques manipulating resonances of your vocal tract, causing the perception of multiple notes coming from a single person. Over the course of his uploads, he's gained popularity solely from that and has had no strange occurrences whatsoever on his page. Though earlier this month, during a live, he was overtone singing in the forest. He originally noticed that a deer was approaching him from behind, seemingly being attracted by his singing. So as he began to zoom in on the deer to show his live audience, many viewers were shocked at what they saw next. Take a look.
Pretty sure he was looking for where the sound was coming from, but I stopped and started talking and now he's confused. Alright.
Two strange, dark figures appear to emerge from the trees behind the deer, though Throat Sing King doesn't seem to notice.
Oh yeah.
He explained later that he didn't even realize that they were there until after he had returned home and downloaded the footage from his live to rewatch the encounter with the deer. Only then did he notice the many comments pointing out the creatures watching from the trees. He explains that he was 40 minutes in on his live stream, so it just doesn't make any sense that he orchestrated the whole thing just to gain viewers and that the footage is 100% genuine. Many speculate that these creatures could be anything from skinwalkers or wendigos to something less paranormal, like deer or even just people.
Right, so if you guys are wondering what skinwalkers are, they're basically these things that mimic voices to capture their prey. It's kind of like the anglerfish, I think it's called. There's a fish in the ocean that has a light in front of it that tracks fish in the dark. Finding Nemo would be a good example of one of those things. But it's kind of how it works. Wendigos are these creatures that basically are, according to what I know from creepypastas, they're basically these things that are created out of immense suffering, and they basically live off of death and blood, basically.
Trees. He claims to know exactly what these things are, but doesn't choose to share, stating that he isn't in any danger and doesn't wish to give any more attention to the situation on his page, only wanting to return to his videos of overtone singing. So what do you think this is?
Hmm.
Is he attracting some strange creatures or spirits with his overtone singing?
Or he just randomly stumbled upon a cult. They're weird.
Or is it something more easily explainable?
They do love wearing masks. That's what I honestly think when I look at that, is that they're just people in masks. Just watching. Wouldn't be surprised. All the weird stuff happens in the woods.
A man named Isaac
Hi,
runs
Isaac.
an Instagram account called Isaac's Pics, where he shares some pretty remarkable photos and videos of animals and overall nature scenes.
Wow.
He has accumulated over 150,000 followers on this account alone.
That's
From his
impressive.
incredible photos. In September of last year, he created an account on TikTok where he began posting a more behind-the-scenes look at his photography, as well as answering a lot of fan questions.
Ooh, is
A
he in a
recent
wood log
question was
cabin?
posted, to which he had a very strange answer. The question was, "What's the scariest photo you've ever taken?" This is his disturbing response.
He looks like a guy that'd be fun to hang out with, honestly. Especially someone who takes photos of creatures and has lots of cool stories. I'm pretty sure he's fun to hang out with and talk and exchange stories with. He does look like a fun guy. I like this guy. I like people that love to go out and adventure.
Alright, what is the scariest photo I've taken? I have a really good one for this, and it has nothing to do with animals. And warning, if you're easily spooked by the paranormal, I would not watch this video. So earlier this summer, me and a buddy were exploring this supposed haunted church in the middle of the woods out here in Wyoming at night. And on the way back, we spotted something in the tree that was illuminated by the moon. And at first I thought it was an owl just perched there. So I took a long exposure photo just with my iPhone, and the second we zoomed in and looked at it, we booked it out of there because it scared the living daylights out of us. I'll let you guys decide what you think it is, because to this day we have no idea, but I wasn't about to stick around to find out. So without further ado, here's the photo.
Oh. Well, that's downright scary.
After photographing what he initially thought was an owl, he quickly discovered that this wasn't the case. A very odd head can be seen peering out of the darkness from behind a tree, looking directly into Isaac's camera. Many speculate that this is some type of cryptid or alien creature hiding out in these woods. One specific case of cryptid creatures that comes to mind are the Dark Watchers. The history of the Dark Watchers goes back centuries and began with the first inhabitants of the forests in California. In the 18th century, the Spanish colonizers also detected them, and sightings of mysterious figures lurking in the trees continued in the following years. Some even still reported to this day. While this is all possible, it could also be a case of pareidolia, usually caused by shadows or shapes creating an image interpreted by the human eye that isn't actually there.
Yeah, that can happen too.
But the fact that he claims that he originally believed it to be an owl up in the tree when he first saw it lends more credibility to this being an actual living creature of some kind.
Maybe.
But what do you think it is?
Or it could be pareidolia. It could be. Like, this could be just part of the tree, because it looks like it is, sort of, because of this here. So for all we know, this is basically like a stump of the tree here, or like so this is the tree here. This is the tree. This could have been a branch, and it was like cut or broken off at some point. This is just a stump of it, but it looks like a face. Who knows? Oh. That's pleasant.
This next clip may seem familiar if you've been a viewer of my channel for a little while now, as I featured this story previously. Here's a little recap. TikTok user Sauce90 is a fisherman in New Bedford, Massachusetts.
Ooh.
He has had some questionable encounters out on the open water with what many believe to be sirens trying to lure him to his death.
Sirens are these, for those that don't know, sirens are these mythical. If you've read the Iliad or the Odyssey, you would know what they are. They're basically these water creatures that sing songs, and they basically reel people to their watery deaths because they're attractive songs.
He continues to experience the strange sound seemingly trying to communicate with him late at night while on his fishing boat. One night, he decided to do a live stream on the boat for his TikTok followers, and he began to sing out to the dark ocean, hoping for a response. This is what he heard, live with his viewers.
Do you wanna go swimming?
I don't know about that.
Later on in his live, he calls out again to the source of the strange noises and amazingly continues to be answered.
I don't know about that. Hold on, I'll explain.
Can you hear me? Yo, that shit was instantaneous, bro. Oh, I gotta watch my step out here, man. God damn. Where are you? Oh, that's over here. Wait, no, now it's there. Yo! I can't hear it. Oh. That one echoed a lot. That one echoed from the other side of the damn boat.
Now, I'm not trying to downplay this guy, but when I first heard the first sound, my first thought was dolphins, because they have some interesting calls, and they do also echo. Dolphins are known to be very social creatures and also to respond to people. Now, I don't know if there are any dolphins in Massachusetts. I could be wrong.
That one came from over here. Can you sing for me? Give me something. Give me a face. Give me a tail. Let me know I'm not crazy. It's the same freaking pitch, same sound and everything, like...
Many of his viewers warn that he should be careful, and that if this is in fact a siren, that it's been watching him for a while, and anything could happen way out in the middle of the ocean in the darkness, the longer it watches him.
go investigate, pal. Your boat's bumping something. There's something bumping your boat.
What the?
Go on. Go find out what it is.
Yo, what is that? What the fuck is that? We got another one over here? What are those? What the fuck's going on? On each side of the boat?
Looks like you got visitors, pal.
What are those trails called? What's something swimming fast underneath that water? Something swimming real fast underneath that water.
Obviously, with how many ways there are to manipulate footage these days, it's always possible that this story has been faked for views. Though it's very interesting nonetheless. Many viewers have also speculated that he could be hearing whales or other marine life, though it is very strange the timing and frequency of the sounds if he isn't in fact behind the whole thing. So what do you think about this story? Is he really encountering sirens trying to communicate with him out on these dark waters? Or is this just an elaborate hoax after all?
I'm gonna see dolphins.
You can view more of his videos on his TikTok account. I'll leave a link to that in the description below.
Because dolphins are very responsive to people because they're social animals.
If you've been a fan of paranormal videos over the past decade, you may have seen this video making rounds on the internet a while back, though I chose to include it as it is very unsettling and still relatively unknown.
Alright.
Uploaded in 2010, a girl is filming her two friends with her cell phone.
Oh,
as they
I've seen this one.
toss a ball back and forth in a courtyard. Suddenly, one of her friends notices something in an upstairs window looking down at them from a building where no one is supposed to be inside. Something that made their blood run cold.
Yeah, this is an old video, but I've seen this one. But still very interesting.
What was that?
Did you see that there?
Oh my days, that was creepy.
Wait, what was that? I think we should go up there and have a look.
Yeah, that's right, man. Go have a look.
What we seen him? It was up there?
I've got it on film.
This room's locked, guys. It's been locked for 2 years.
Look, but I actually seen something. Something him.
I've got it on camera.
The room's been empty.
There's a boy's face in the corner of the window.
Show you now, there's not even a lamp on the door anymore.
Are you supposed to get in there? Oh, I think fell over.
Told you it's been empty for years.
Look at this room. It's kind of eerie.
What appears to be a pale, ghostly face can be seen staring out at the group of friends as they are down in the courtyard. It almost seems to vanish into thin air as it moves away from the window and out of view of the confused teenagers. Puzzled, they ask the manager of the property to take a look around the building after explaining to him what they saw, only to find nothing or no one in the building. They stand in the exact spot where the strange face was seen, absolutely perplexed as to what it was. Now, this could obviously have been faked in a variety of ways, though it is interesting that if it was filmed on a mobile phone in 2010, that something like this would be harder to fake then than it would be today. The clear footage of the face is less grainy and easier to make out than a lot of the footage we see popping up today. Though obviously, this doesn't exactly prove the authenticity of this clip 100%. There's also the possibility that one of their friends or even a random person snuck up to the top floor and peered out the window.
Yeah, and
that's all.
The other thing is that there was wall art inside the building, so them saying that no one's been in there is not necessarily true, because there is art inside the place, so people have been in there.
We're seeing here, though the pale, almost completely white color of its skin is not entirely what you'd expect to see with a living person.
It could be just a window.
But I'll leave this one up to you to decide. Did they really capture a spirit of a boy on film in this old building? Or was it all a hoax?
Oh, I know that video too. I know this video. I know this video. It's fake, but it's really good.
This next case has been pretty terrifying to watch unfold over TikTok. User Jen Barari has been living in a large barn house with her wife and daughter.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. I would love to be there. Look how nice that looks. I love houses like that.
Out in the country. Recently, they have been experiencing some very intense paranormal activity. Things moving on their own, footsteps around the house, voices, and even recently she has found dead birds around the property. Police have been called on multiple occasions only to find nothing, and she has spoken to a medium who claims that the land is haunted by an evil entity and has clearly taken a toll on the emotional and mental state of Jen and her family.
Of course they would say that. Of course they would say that. Or the house was just built. I can't say that. I need to really come up with something better than that. I got nothing.
Over the course of the past year, Jen has documented several strange occurrences around the home on video, which she has then posted to TikTok, to which she has gained quite a massive following. In one recent video, she is in the house alone and states things are happening all around her, and even says that she has just seen an old man emerging from the lake on her property before vanishing. She begins to film as she walks around the house, and what happens next is absolutely terrifying.
Rock tile floor, wood hardwood floor. Oh, I would love to be in that house.
The last 2 nights have been f***ing awful. I'm gonna just update you guys really
But that's
quickly.
hauntings, mind you.
I'm in the barn house right now. I'm here alone. I'm hearing shit constantly. Last night I fucking watched like a bald man walk out of the fucking pond. I'll show you where it is. It was fucking insane. That's what I keep hearing. And I'm home alone. Hello?
I'll turn up the volume for you guys in the edit. Don't worry.
Can you stop? Fuck out! Oh my god, that's creepy. This clock here scared the shit out of me. Be here with me, like, whatsoever. Hello? Like, I don't know. And my reflection.
That's a nice TV.
Out. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. You guys saw that, right? I'm not bugging. Like, here's my reflection. That's just my hair. Okay. Hold on, I need to watch this. Guys, I wanted to show you the f***ing pond, but please tell me you see that. There's something. It looks like the old man is coming out, I swear.
Could you zoom?
God, what the f*** was that? Jesus, and there's a light on in the f***ing goddamn garage.
I was gonna say zoom in,
This is so
but never mind.
creepy. Oh my god, Biggs, it's okay. It's okay. Holy shit. Honestly. Okay, let's go.
A series of loud bangs can be heard throughout the video, which also seem to be frightening her pets. As she yells out to whatever is in the house with her, she pans the camera around in all directions. She stops for a second when she sees her reflection in the television, but what appears to be a shadow can be seen lurking behind her in
It's a
the
shadow
reflection. Later on in the video, when it has gotten darker outside, she said she sees something out by the lake again, and as she tries to film through the window, a shadow quickly moves across the doorway behind her in the reflection of the glass. After this, she's had enough and takes her animals and leaves the house for the night.
It's a real shame because the house is nice.
If truly paranormal, whatever this is producing very high levels of activity around Jen and her family, and seems to be very angry that they're there. Many skeptics believe that Jen is making these occurrences up for views, and that someone else is in the house making all the noises and creeping behind her while she films. But she claims that she truly is experiencing these things, and she is at a loss of what to do. This story is ongoing, and Jen continues to post updates to her page about the horrifying situation. So what do you think is happening here?
Not sure.
Is it real? I'll see you next time.
I'll see you next time. So that was from The Quiet House. Subscribe, guys. I'll see y'all next video. Take care. If you like and subscribe because there's always room for one more.